Good morning. Today we will start central problem of an economy. Central problems of an economy. Now, before this, we should know what is central problem. Now, if you want, please jot it down. The compulsion, it is a compulsion, alright? The compulsion of making choices before society. Before society is called central problem. Now this is, you will have to select, alright? You will have to choose. And this is the compulsion there, it is known as central problems. Again I am repeating, the compulsion of making choices before societies is called central problem. Now three central problems are there. First one we will discuss today, what to produce. What to produce. Now suppose in your life, if you want to become a businessman, this will be a big question in front of you to start your business. Alright, what to produce? Because you'll have to see the public where you stay or where you want to start your shop. Clear? Now, what to produce? Here, what have two aspects? What has two aspects? Now, what are the two aspects of what? First one, what commodities to produce? And the second aspect is how much quantity. Alright, this is the second question. This means what to produce has two aspects in this what. First one, what commodities to produce. Second, how much quantity. Alright, when you will produce, how much quantity. Now come to the topic. What to produce? Now first of all, it is a major problem. Why? Because when we try to focus on one commodity to produce more and more to satisfy everyone's need. Alright, suppose you are focusing on one commodity so that everyone should get the benefit of those products, or you can say that everyone will be satisfied. Now what will happen? You know, resources are less. This means of second commodity, third commodity, fourth commodity, you have taken the resource to make the first commodity to satisfy everyone's need or want. This problem will come up. Clear? Now, when this problem will be there, so obviously you will have to focus on all the commodities so that you cannot take the resources of others' commodities. And when you are taking the other commodities also, then the problem will be there in second, third and fourth commodity, as I told you. We'll have to focus on all the commodities, and because of that it is not possible to fulfill everyone's want. Now what to do? You will have to produce that much only so that we can give maximum people the commodity. Alright. Now second one, you have less resources now. Second one, which is there, for example, you take the consumer goods. Two goods, consumer goods and capital goods. You want to produce consumer good or you want to produce capital good. Now, if you are focusing on consumer good, if your focus is on consumer good, now what will happen? See, when you are focusing to produce more consumer goods, then you will notice that the more focus on the capital goods will be not there. Alright, and this will reduce the production capacity of the economy. Why? Because capital goods like machinery, alright, you are fulfilling everyone's desire, alright, I want to eat this and that, consumer good it is, and we are getting. But this one you are focusing very less. When you are focusing very less in this one, so all these commodities production will be very less. And when it is very less, why? Because you are taking the resources here to produce the consumer good. Now what will happen? When you are producing consumer good, capital good will be less. And when this is less, so obviously what will happen? Your productive capacity of economy will go down, which is again not a good sign for the economy. Now after deciding goods to produce, a big question hang around again. How much quantity of goods? This is a big question. How much quantity? Now this you will have to study properly your market, which is known as market survey. You'll have to do the market survey, that how many people, what is the population, how many people love this commodity. You'll have to do the survey. Now come to the second one. Second central problem is how to produce. How to produce. Now, again, how to produce? There is a reason why I am asking this question, because a particular goods or service can be produced in many different ways. Alright, many different ways. And the economy must choose the way producing the goods where the choice of technique of production is there. This means you will have to find out the best technology. You'll have to find out the best technology, or you'll have to select, or you'll have to choose the best technology, that is known as technique of production. How to produce? You'll have to select the technique of production. Now, you'll say, sir, what are the techniques? Now, techniques are classified. How techniques are classified? You say to it. Techniques are classified as: number one, labor intensive technique. Alright, here more and more labor will be deployed. They will work. Here labor means the producer will focus basically on the labor. More labor and your production will be too much. But you can leave labor, because nowadays getting labor is very tough. Second technique is capital intensive technique. Now what is capital intensive? Here more machine, less labor. Here more labor. Here more machine. Alright. Now new technology machines are coming up in the society or in the country. You will have to use that type of machine. Now I don't know how many of you know, there is a big problem in our country that we people need more and more profit. Now when we need more and more profit, alright, and we want to pay minimum cost. Now when you are paying very minimum cost of production, so obviously at the same time you will have to increase the efficiency to maximize your profit. Remember this. Clear? I am giving you one example. Cloth. You can produce cloth by two ways. Handloom. Second one is modern machine. Now handloom means you are using the charkha system. Alright. Using your own hand to make the handlooms, and you will be here in handloom, more and more people you need. This means more labors are required, but in a modern machine very less labors are required. But this modern machine will give you ample production very quickly. very quickly. But this handloom is very tough because labor, they work very slowly with the help of charkha system and many other small needles and all that they use. So you can understand it is a time taking job. Modern machines are not time taking job. Now we'll have to guide the producer to select the technique. How, which technique will be good for them, which will be not good for them. You'll have to, there is a guiding principle. There is a guiding principle. Now what is the guiding principle? Maximum output is produced at minimum cost using least possible scarce resources. Now you understood. Maximum output we want to produce. Maximum output. Alright. Now at minimum cost, paying less cost. We don't want to pay too much. But one very important thing, you will have to use very less the scarce resources. Alright. Why? Because if you are using more and more scarce resources, it is not there only. You will have to use it judiciously, we can say. Clear? Next day, we will start new topic. This is the third central problem. Clear?